Hey everyone, thought I'd do a video, and today I'm going to be doing sort of a 3-month wrap-up type of thing. I haven't been reading as much as I would like to over the past few months. I'm not sure what it is. I'm like in the worst reading slump ever, but I have read a few books over the past few months, and I wanted to let everybody know what I have been reading. It's another reason why I haven't been really putting up what I've been wanting to read each and every month, because I've been planning to read books at the beginning of every month, but I don't really read that much in that month, and then I end up not wanting to do a wrap-up or a TBR or anything like that. I don't know what's going on with me, but I thought I would share with you what I have been reading over the past few months, month by month, and all in one video. And I'm not sure when this reading slump is going to go away. I've been trying to read more. I've been reading like 1 or 2 books every single month, and I haven't not read anything in the month of May yet. So let's just get right into it. First book that I read was in the month of February. It's like the only book that I read in February, and that is Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. It was so good. So good. I finally get the hype about it. Like, when I first saw it, I don't usually go for contemporary for some reason, but it was insanely good. And I am wondering why I haven't read it before, probably because it was contemporary, and I don't usually go for contemporary, but I always end up loving every contemporary book that I read, so I don't know why I do that, but I absolutely love this book. I am so excited to read the last 2 books, which is Lola and the Boy Next Door, and Lola and the Boy Next Door, and Isla and the Happily Ever After. So I need to read those. I need to get those in my possession. Next month, which is the month of March, I read 2 books. The first book that I read was Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr, and it is just so good. I think the only reason why I read 2 books is because after this, I tried to read the second book of this series, because there are 5 books in the series. Tried to read the second one, and while I was reading the second one, I tried to read this, and I did read this, obviously, which is Vampire Kisses Blood Relatives by Ellen Schreiber. This is actually a manga of the original series, which is obviously Vampire Kisses. They have 9 books in this series, but this is a manga, and they sort of made it different. They made a different story in the manga than in the regular series, but it is really similar. It's the same characters and everything. They added a few different characters in this series than in the other series, in the main series, but it is really good at the same time. I was really happy to read these books, and I am glad that I finally reread the first book, because I wanted to try get into the series and finish it, because I've only read the first 3, and that was when the first 3 were out, and there are now 5, and that is the end of that series, and I really want to get into the series again so that I can finally finish it and find out what happens. Final month, I sort of read 2 books and a novella. So the final month was April, and the thing is, I tried to do a sort of reading challenge that I set for myself, but I think I set it too high, because there was a lot of stuff happening for me in April, and I didn't know that all of that stuff was going to happen, and I don't want to talk too much about it, but it was very conflicting. It was a very conflicting month, and I was able to read quite a few books. I read 2 books, and the first one is Uninvited by Amanda Marone. Like I said, I can't speak today. But I really, really love Amanda Marone's writing. This is the first book that I ever took out of the library, which is why I'm so excited. But I decided to read this because I feel like I need some nostalgia. For some reason, I've just been getting really into books that I have read before. It's maybe that's how I can get out of my reading slump, by reading books that I've already read. But I really enjoyed rereading this again. There were some parts in this book that I forgot about, and now I reread it, and now I finally know what happened and remember what happened. It was so awesome. I really enjoyed it, and it's just awesome. And the next book that I read is by Amanda Marone again. I felt like I needed more of her writing in my life. So I read The Revealers, which I also read when I was getting books from the library. But I'm just so happy. This book right here, Uninvited, is about vampires. So this book right here is another supernatural book, and it is about witches, and I'm just so excited that I read it. They were so good, and I forgot how awesome Amanda Marone is, and it's just amazing. If those covers don't get you like wanting to get them, then I don't know what will. The final book that I read is a novella, and I only read the first novella. This is a two-part sort of novella, I guess. There's two novellas in here, and it's the 0.5 and the 2.5 books in the selection series, and I only read the first one, which is the 0.5, which is The Prince, because I was planning on reading the selection series again so that I could have time to read the third one, but I never did that, so I haven't gotten the third book yet, and I really need to do that, because I've just been so excited for it to come out, and I really want to find out what happens. But for some reason, I think it's because I just read the first. I think I read the novella. For one, I read the reason why I read the novella first is because it says 0.5, so it's supposed to be the one before the first book. So I decided to do that, and I think it sort of threw me off a little bit. I don't know what happened there, but I think it's sort of I was trying to read as fast as I could because it was the end of the month and I really wanted to succeed in my challenge for myself for April, and it just didn't happen. Over the past few months, I've been trying to get into reading challenges, but for some reason, I just can't do it. I'm just in a really bad reading slump right now. It is insane. I want so badly to read and read because there are so many books on my bookshelf that I need to read, and I haven't been reading, and I feel so bad about that. And I am not putting as much videos up as I would want to either, so I'm gonna, over the summer, because I am not going to school this summer, I am taking the summer off, and then I'm going to school back in the fall. But for now, summer is open for me. I'm already off school. I got off school sometime in April, in the middle of April, something like that. I don't know. But that's what happened and all of that. But I am off school now, and I have all the time in the world to just try to catch up as much as I can. I don't know what's going on, but for some reason I just can't catch up for some reason. And another thing I forgot to mention, my hair. Okay. My hair is different, by the way. Forgot this was going to be the coming out video or whatever, where my hair is just crazy. So I dyed it pink sometime in 2011 when I was in grade 11, and halfway through the school year I decided to dye my hair blue. But then when I was about to go into grade 12, I decided to dye my hair back to a regular color because my mom wanted regular, normal looking hair for my final year so that she could have really nice pictures and everything. Despite my piercings and everything, I tried to hide them as best I could for the photos and everything, and I dyed my hair to a regular color, and I haven't dyed my hair in like even a year and a half, but it's just such a long time, and I needed to dye my hair, so I did. And yeah, that is why my hair is this color. I am so excited. This is supposed to be a red, but it sort of turned out a little bit pink. It's a pinky red. So I don't mind that. I really like pink, but I was really, really hoping for red. It looks red on camera, so that's okay. It sort of looks a little bit pink too in the lighting, but That's okay. I am okay with that. I like crazy colored hair and I really like it. Alright, so that is my video and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So, bye.